Welcome, friends, to Crazy Women Country, where women's voices matter. We bring you the greatest female voices in the music industry, from the artists, songwriters, and producers, to managers and executives, and all the women who make the music industry what it is today. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, friends, to another episode of Crazy Women Country. I'm Donna, and today I'm here with Belle Velvet. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. But I forgot to ask earlier. I usually try to ask before we start on these. How's the weather in England today?
Well, it's sort of mixed. I mean, a few days ago, summer came, and today, Christmas is back. So, it's just very. It don't really know what it's doing.
Oh, sounds like a typical spring of the northern areas. I'm in the southeast of the U.S., so it's hot and sunny all the time here.
I'm so jealous.
Oh, so let's start out with the most difficult question ever.
Okay,
Who is Belle Velvet?
I don't know. I'd want to say sassy and like confident and me. So, yeah, and just that is a hard question. Just sassy, confident, and has like a lot of aspirations. Is that the word?
Yeah,
For the future. So yeah, I don't know if I
wonderful.
got that right.
That is perfect. There is no right or wrong. It's just kind of an introduction to who you are to get people to say, "Hey, this is me." And sometimes it is that simple. But for those who don't know you, I'll also let them know that you're a singer-songwriter.
Yeah,
Yeah. And your most recent release was out February 25th called Ghost.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's It was quite the promotion actually wasn't that hard for that one
Mhm.
sort of thing. It was probably like the most easiest I've found to promote. I don't know why. I think it's just because nothing's different with the song. It's just like I think I've just gained more experience. You know what I mean? But yeah, promoting's one of my weaknesses. I hate it because I like it the first few times it come so the first few posts are okay, but then you start running out of ideas and you just start posting pre-save now and like, you just keep posting the same thing and you're like, I need to actually think of something. But yeah.
I think sometimes that's the main thing is the pre-save really on new music coming out like that.
Yeah.
And just getting people to see it because there are people that just don't see it right away. And then they're like, oh, look at this, check this out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit behind the song. So what inspired the song? What inspired you to write it?
So I co-wrote it with Stephen Madley. I'm so sorry if I say your name wrong. I keep saying his name wrong and I keep spelling it wrong. I don't know what's wrong with me. But I'm so sorry, Stephen, if you're listening to this. But yeah, we co-wrote it together. It was quite a few Zoom sessions. Like it was like every Monday for like quite a few weeks. And the story don't really quite a lot of my songs that I relate to, but Ghost is about like you're losing someone, so like someone dying, and like I haven't wrote about that on like a relatable level for me. It was just a song that we both just sort of like gradually wrote. I mean, I first came to him with a song wrote, um, which I perform out quite a lot now, and it's called Child, and it's all about just about my childhood with my childhood friends, but and then we've grown up and some people have took the wrong turn and gone on to like, addictions and just stuff like that. And I needed just some like help with the lyrics or just whatever. I just wanted to double check over it. But we ended up getting a totally different song, which is cool because then I ended up with two different songs. So now I have like two extra songs I have, which is quite cool. And the writing, it was quite different to what I'm used to. It was more like the theory side, if you know what I mean. So it took a bit to getting used to, but like I've taken away tips that I use writing like now. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was quite cool writing it.
Absolutely. I think you make such a great point. Sometimes when you go into a write and you have an idea and a song and most of it's like almost ready to go and you're like, okay, how do we shape this and make it better? And then you come out with something totally different. It's
Yeah.
just amazing to see that the introspective, the way people work together and they come out with these different
Oh,
ideas and just break it out.
yeah, yeah.
Because
It was quite cool how it just formed like a different song. Like it doesn't even sound like the other song, like at all. It doesn't even have anything the same, which is cool.
wonderful. So, would you like to get actually before we get into our fun 20 questions? Who are some of the women that have inspired you to do music?
Famous or non-famous?
Anyone. It could be your mom, it could be your grandmom, it could be Dolly Parton, you know.
Oh, I love a bit of Dolly. But definitely, well, my mum don't do music. I mean, she likes to think she can sing, but you know,
We can
she
all
can.
sing when we're alone in our vehicle or in the shower or something, right?
And so definitely my mum, because she like pushes me to like do things that like I wouldn't do on my own. And I think Taylor Swift, like I say it all the time, but Taylor Swift, like I've liked her ever since I was little, like really little. Um, and I just think she's just grown from everything. Like you see her from being this shy little girl to literally naming people in her songs that she's talking about, which is just I find it so cool. And Carrie Underwood, because her songs are like literally my style. Like I sing quite a lot of her songs, and I just love her voice. It's so powerful, and yeah. So they're probably the three women that inspire me the most.
They're all beautiful women. I don't know your mom that well, but I'm sure she is. She sounds like an awesome person.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. So now we're getting to the fun 20 questions. Like I said, there's no right or wrong answer. It's
Okay.
just get to know you and have some fun.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. What's the last thing you read?
The last thing I read, like a book.
It could be a book, it could be an email, whatever. What's the last thing you read?
I have not read a book in
Yeah.
years, but the last thing I read was actually trying to find the Zoom link to this Zoom. I was going through all my emails like, oh my god, I'm panicking. I messaged her, but and then I quickly deleted the message when I saw that like I had a Zoom link sent to me because I felt like really stupid. So I was like, oh no, I just got deleted. So yeah, the last thing I read was panicking going through all my emails.
That's perfect. Oh, so hypothetically, if I came to you and said I need to hide a dead body, do you know a good place?
Okay, I'm so good at this. I was literally on a walk with my friend today, and I was telling like where good places was to hide a body. It's gonna make me sound so psycho. But right, are you ready for this?
I'm
So
ready.
you dig. So you've killed someone. You dig a hole, really, really, really deep hole. Like you'll be digging for a long time. You put the dead body in this really, really deep hole. Then you fill it up until it's like half full with mud. And then this is going to sound awful, but then you kill an animal, like a dog or whatever, and put the dog under, but like an animal, like a family pet. So, like, it'd be like a family pet style, it's like a dog, a cat, a rabbit, or whatever. Put that under, then put some more mud. Then, when the sniffer dogs come and sniff it out, they'll dig it up and they'll be like, oh, it was a family dog.
I love it. You have this well thought out plan.
It is very far out. I don't know why, but that's what I do.
Oh, yeah. It's funny that you said that because we always watch like the it's called the ID channel where they have shows like that where it's about murders that have happened or whatever and different things. And it's so weird to see some of those titles like Fatal Attraction or Wives with Knives and so that's what
Yeah.
it reminds me when I start hearing good stories like this. I'm like, she must watch that channel. Yeah, that's what I think. Oh. So, what's the best concert you've ever been to?
Oh, so I've only been to a One Direction concert when I was very little, and a Little Mix concert. Um, Best concert, probably One Direction. You cannot beat a bit of Harry Styles. I was really young, and when One Direction split up, I had One Direction pajamas, and I crossed all the faces out of the pajamas because I was that distraught that they split up. I was really sad. But yeah, One Direction, that's my favourite.
Beautiful. What's the first thing you would do if you won the lottery? I apologize. I think my dog is barking in the background. I don't know if you can hear
Oh, no,
her.
it's okay. No, it's all right. Uh, if I won the lottery,
Yes. What's the first thing you do?
um, I, I don't know. I think I'd buy a house. I think I'd buy a house, but like I'd live in it, but like I'd obviously have like a kitchen, my room, and like a living room, but and then like all the other rooms, I'd say like one into like like a recording studio, one into like a practice room, like another one into like I don't know, like a wardrobe with all my costumes in. Probably that. Um, and then what would I do? Oh, I'd buy loads of jewellery because I'm addicted to jewellery. So yeah.
I love it. Oh, as we say, the lottery dreams, huh?
Yeah.
So tell us something that's on your bucket list.
Bucket list to go to Nashville. But I'm doing it when I'm 18. I'm doing it.
Oh,
Um, so we're gonna book it next year, I think, because I'm 18. Well, I turned 16 this year. So in 2 years I'll be 18, so we're booking it next year, a year in advance. So we're going to Music Row. Um, and I really want to play in the Bluebird Cafe, so I'm gonna
that's,
really try and get in there. So yeah.
well, that's so exciting. You should start sending them demos now. Try to get in. Say, I'm going to be 18 this year and I want to come play.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Oh, what job do you think you'd be terrible at?
A spy, secret spy. If I found out the government, like the government's secrets, I wouldn't be able to keep it in. I think I'd tell everyone. Oh, what other thing? Would be like a dog walker. I'd get so stressed out. There's so many dogs. Like I was trying to take my dog on for a walk today, and like I was just really struggling on doing it because, like, I love taking my dog on walks, but just like when like they don't walk when you tell them to, like they go off somewhere and you like come back and they don't come back. So yeah, probably a dog walker or a cleaner. I'm not very good at cleaning. My mum's the best at that. I try and I fail.
Well, at least we try.
Yeah.
Oh, what's your game plan for zombie apocalypse?
I was actually talking about this today with my friend. Me and my friend have really weird chats. Game plan for a zombie apocalypse. I think I saw a TikTok about like what actually to do. And it was like the church is the safest place. It was something like that. About a church. But I think I'd get my squad together and I'd all the people in my street that got eaten by zombies, I think I'd go into their houses, take all the food, take all the medical stuff, then go into my house and like board up my windows, and then every zombie that came, I think I'd just have to get him, just stab him. I don't know. I haven't really thought that through.
Well, it's a start. It's a start. I'm not saying it's gonna happen tomorrow. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Oh, what are some albums or artists we should listen to before we die?
Um. Um. Wait. So albums are artists to listen to before we die.
Yes. So, like, or even just like artist songs. Like earlier you mentioned Taylor Swift's one of your favorites. Could be some
Yeah.
Taylor Swift songs. It could be, doesn't have to be in any particular, but if there's something in particular that you think everyone should listen to, that's a great album or something.
Um. I quite like the song "Fix You" by Coldplay.
Mhm. Good song.
Um, a nice song. And what was another one that was just so nice? I think it's called Haley's Comet by Billie Eilish. That was another good one. Um, and all all too well, the 10-minute version, recorded at Long Pond Studios by Taylor Swift.
Those are some great songs. I mean, yes.
Legend, this is so good. So,
And so those are going to be iconic for years to come. Some of those, like they are, especially the Taylor Swift.
yeah.
Who do you think would play you in a movie about your life?
Who do you think would play in it? Oh, I'm really not good with actors, but who plays Harley Quinn? Do you know Harley Quinn out the Suicide Squad?
I know who you mean, but I don't know who it is. Yes. Okay.
Cara Devine. No, in that girl. I just think she's so like good. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm really not good with actors.
It's okay. We'll just say she'd play you. All good.
Yeah.
We'd cast her in the role. It's all good.
Yeah.
Well, so I have something very prolific, and I know not everyone knows who this is, but do you know Where's Waldo?
No.
It's okay. Waldo's a book. I'll tell you. Waldo's a book that I know was very popular in the U.S. where he was a little character, and you had to go find him.
Where's Wally? Oh, yeah. Where's Wally? I know Where's Wally. Yeah.
Okay, see? There we go. Now I'm going to have to write that down to make sure any. Okay, so it's a little bit different in the different countries. Got it now.
Where's Wally? Yeah, we have a Where's Wally who's dressed in the red striped suit. Yeah.
Okay. So let me ask it again. Where's Wally?
I don't know. He's always in the corner somewhere. or he's always in someone's car and he like waving and like, why didn't I see that? Or he'll be like outside a window. That's just the spots he's always in.
Perfect.
I don't know if that was the right answer.
It doesn't matter. Wherever you say he is, that's where he is. That's all good.
Yeah.
So, would you rather cook or order in? Or have mom cook?
Oh, I don't know. I really like cooking, but no one dares to try it. Like I took food tech at school for a GCSE, so for my exams. And I got a distinction, which is like the highest you can get. And still no one dares. I mean, last night I cooked spaghetti with this tomato like sauce thing. Of course it was from a jar, I didn't cook it myself. With some chicken, and it was really nice. But I do like my mum's cooking, and I do like a Chinese takeaway. So
That's a hard choice.
On a weeknight, I feel like at home cooking, weekend takeaway, definitely. So yeah.
So do you sing in the shower?
Oh yeah. But everyone tells me always to sing properly. And I'm like, I spend 90% of my life singing properly. Just let me scream. So yeah, I scream in the shower.
Do you prefer boots or heels?
I can't walk in heels. I end up breaking my ankle. Boots, 100%.
Oh, what's the best thing since sliced bread?
Sliced bread?
Yes. What's the best thing since sliced bread? It's an expression used to say like something is really awesome.
So, can you rephrase that question?
Okay. So like, what's the coolest thing since like 1920?
Oh, I remember when I was at school, we had these like loom bands. It was like little elastic bands, and like they'd be colourful, and you'd like make bracelets with them. And I remember we used to sell them to each other like for like 10p, and like my friend could do some really cool bracelets. Like you'd just think, wow, when you saw them, and she'd sell them for like £1 or £2. I don't. So yeah, I think that was quite cool. And also backcombing. I thought that's so cool. That combing your hair and crimping your hair. School discos were just so good with that.
Oh, those are both cool things.
Yeah.
So, do you have any guilty pleasure music? Music that you would never tell anyone you listen to?
Guilty. Well, I mean, it's not really guilty, but I really like the saxophone in Whitney Houston's "I'll Always Love You." It's just, um, I don't know. I just really like the saxophone. I I don't even know what made me like it. I listened to it on full blast with my earphones on, and I was like, that is so good. I even wrote a tweet about it straight after. I wrote a tweet to everyone going, I just love the saxophone. So yeah, probably that.
Oh, that's awesome. What is the worst pizza topping, in your opinion?
Oh my god. Voice of a Woman. I don't know if you've heard of them. Linda, Voice of a Woman.
Yes, yes.
We had this discussion, and pineapple does not belong on a pizza. I think it's vile, and whoever has pineapple on a pizza needs to go get checked out, cause it's not right. It's not right. I think the
Oh,
best is definitely ham and mushroom. Oh, that's nice.
nice
Definitely
stuff too.
ham and pineapple's just nah, nah.
It's Hawaiian pizza. Come on.
No. No.
Oh, it's okay. I think it's a 50-50 on the whole pineapple thing. Like it's either
Yeah,
pineapple or like what was the other real weird one? I don't know. But pineapple seems to be the big,
yeah.
yeah.
Also, olives on a pizza. I don't get that. Black olives on a pizza. Well, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think I'd have that.
Oh,
I like olives, but just not on
yeah.
a pizza.
I'd agree with most of the time on that one. Yes.
Yeah.
If you could be any person or any position like a CEO or an accountant, who or what position would you want to be for a day?
CEO.
Yeah.
100%. Just want to see, like, be in charge of everything and, like, just tell people what a design I want. I'll be like, which one? That one. And then just go quickly run off and front it out on all the products for me. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, a
Definitely
great
see.
choice. So I think you may have answered this one earlier when you were talking about jobs you were terrible at, but are you good at keeping secrets?
It depends who for. If it's, and it depends who to, because I guess if someone tells me a secret and it's really juicy, I think I might have to just do a little whisper. But to only one person that I trust, like I tell my mum everyone's secrets at school. If I get told a secret, go straight back to my mum. but but if it's just like if it's like an actual a big secret like no one can know about, then I'd think I'd keep it quiet. So yeah, I'd
Wonderful.
probably just tell my dog. That's about
Oh, see, that's perfect, I do tell my dog everything, so yeah, yeah. Oh, so I know you're a little young, but at what age do you think you become an adult?
What age do you think you'll become an adult? 18.
Legally, right?
Yeah, you can. Well, over here you can drive, you can drink, you can vote, you can literally do anything. I don't. Over here, it's a big thing when you turn 21, and I don't know why, because you can practically do everything when you're 18.
Mhm.
So I don't know
That
what you
is
can.
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't actually know what you can do when you're 21 because I know like the big number everyone always is like, yes, I'm 18 is 18. It's never 21. But
Yeah.
21's always a big birthday, but I don't
Yeah,
really
and see, I
know.
understand that in the US, like I totally understand that here because usually that's the legal drinking age and things like that. So yeah, I totally get that here, but yeah, I would think 18 was that there. I
Yeah.
definitely would.
Well, like, and also age 16's a big one. Like, you're sweet 16, but you can't do anything when you're 16. Like, I don't actually know what I can do when I turn 16 in a few months. Like, nothing's gonna change. So I don't know.
Yeah. And most of the US, that's the reason I think it might be big is because the US, the most you can drive at 16.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a lot of places you can drive at. Yeah.
Oh, I
Oh,
have to
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Oh, definitely interesting to see that. Just,
Yeah.
between, especially learning that because, yeah, I would have never thought, like you said, 21.
Yeah.
So, are there any words of wisdom that you live by?
I always say this, and it's something my mum said to me ages ago, and I don't actually think she knew that I remember it, but I actually remember it, and I actually think about it all the time. And she said, when you're unhappy, look at who's around you. And I don't know why, but it's just always stuck in my head. I think it's the way that she said it. She just said it as like a sentence, and that was it. Like, conversation was over, sort of thing. But it's always like stuck in my head. And yeah, that's what I'd probably.
Great words of wisdom. Thank your mom for me. I like those.
Yeah.
Oh, so that was our fun 20 question statement. And one thing I didn't mention earlier or get to say was congratulations on your CCMA New Artist nomination.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's so exciting.
It is cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I'm just carrying on writing and I've got a band together actually. So that should be cool. I should be turning up with a full band soon to places. Which
So is that what the rest of this year holds for you? Starting to do some more gigs and things like that, and obviously writing and keeping up with that.
I'm traveling quite a lot this year to places. I'm off to a few awards, a few not festivals. Am I going to a festival? Yeah, I'm off to not the CMAs, but the one in Blackpool. We have like quite a big one in Blackpool. The BCMAs. That's what I'm going to. I'm off to that one. And next year we're gonna go to Buckles and Boots. Have you heard of that?
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna go. I would have gone this year, but we've just got so much on. Like, I'm off on holiday. It's like it's just big birthdays and like we're just traveling. So we just don't have the time. So we're doing it next year, but we're fitting as much as we can in this year. So yeah.
Wonderful. Well, awesome. And everyone can follow your socials for the newest releases coming out and all of your projects, right?
Yeah, it's just Belle Velvet on everything.
Okay, make sure you all go follow all of Belle Velvet's socials. And hopefully we'll get to see some new music later this year too. Yes?
Yeah, definitely. Give it a few months and there'll be something coming out.
I'm definitely excited. It's been a pleasure having you on today, and you are welcome back anytime.
I've really enjoyed it. Like, this is probably one of the most funniest. I think every interviewer has to do them 20 questions. I loved them. Like, that's just so different.
They're random questions. There's, like I said, no right or wrong. Just get to know you. Silly questions.
Yeah. You should definitely, like, a lot of interviews should pick up on that because it's always the same questions. Like, I love answering the questions, but it's like always the same, that you get asked. But that, like, I've never been asked where to hide a dead body. I have never been asked that. I was a psycho. I'm not.
That is a staple here on Crazy Women Country. I think that's kind of where the crazy fits in. We ask those very unique questions.
Yeah, I thought I was a psycho.
You're not a psycho. Yeah, at least that I know of. Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, well, thank you again. And thank you, friends, for joining us for another episode. Have a great day, everyone. Bye. If you enjoyed today's episode of Crazy Women Country, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Be sure to click the subscribe button for new interviews weekly. And thank you, friends, for joining us today on Crazy Women Country, where women's voices matter.